Best of all the world to be. In my heart, wherever I wander, memories enshrine and me. All my hopes and aspirations, all my longings, woes aside. Everlasting bonds surround us as the fleeting years roll by. Times unfolding, more and more my destiny to reach in lasting splendor that the years have brought to me. All the ashes of my glory, oh, the long, long night has passed. Oh, rise triumphant, glorious, from the ashes of the past. Oh, rise triumphant, glorious, from the ashes of the past.
Onward, upward, may we Epikateng pai Guyana tongpe, epikateng pai upada tongbe, manwalushe makon kabay kong laylay kuboy ram tope kong kubo epay nong, inay kuben kong, manwala lomba pokong bikutu, manwali kudup tatongbe, manwalushe ma epikata kondri sagala kong pe kupu epay nong inay kuben kong mor kundu zang lam rupat long ku tape mor kundu zang lam roku dop tatong be mor kundu zang lam nalut morong pu dobe udom rawan kesen upak kupu epay nong inay kuben kong Padre nangoy na da betwing pada, Padre nangoy na da betwing pada, tablo nang cash reton kudune, tuzet ping to sen ming tone, kupu epay nong inay kuben kong, epika tung bay Guyana tongpe, epika tung bay upada tongpe, manwalushe makon kabay kong laylay kuboy ram tape kong kubo epay nong inay kuben kong omru pogru Guyana uagri pogru padase mrube naitiarom talentai mansela Wiyum sawila de quebrate la poro iram sada ipairam ku ipuku prana astung korem sa atu pansa pinanepu negat poiru de quebrawi womu pampe ala pruya Wala proya.
From Pagarina's steeds of birth to Correti, your sons, your children pledge each faithful heart to guard Guyana's lands, to foil the shock of rude invaders who violate our earth, to cherish and defend forever the state that gave them birth. We forge a nation's mighty soul, construct a nation's faith. Freedom our everlasting goal, courage and truth our aim, all yielding in our quest for peace, like ancient heroes brave, to strive and never cease, with strength beyond the slave. Guyana climbed the glorious virtue, faith, prosperity, joining the universal search for worldwide community. Your people will surrender greed, they do our polity, with one for never changing great nation's unity.
Marching towards the shining future, courage high, the past is gone. Overcoming fear and counting mountain glory, sun and stone. Through the storm comes dark and glory, through faith like a flash and flame. season before right. From O'Reilly's base from the summit to White's Mountains, streets that rain, build thy people, dear Guyana, strong, united, loyal, free. My Guyana, my Guyana, my Guyana. My Guyana, El Dorado, best of all the world away. In my heart wherever I wander, memory enshrined thee. All my hopes and aspirations, all my longings, only tie everlasting bonds around us as the fleeting years roll by. My Guyana, El Dorado, my Guyana, times unfolding and for my destiny, to redeeming lasting splendor, all the years are lost to me. And the dawning of thy glory, o'er the long, long night is past. Oh, arise, triumphant, glorious, from the ashes of the past. Oh, arise, triumphant, glorious, from the ashes of the past.
You can get meat anywhere, but for the best cuts of chicken, beef, pork, mutton, and lots more, check out T&W Harris Butcher Shop located in the East Rheinveld Market Meat Section. Call us on 609-7168, 641-4494. Ask for Rastaman. T&W Harris Butcher Shop for the best in fresh cut meats and lots more.
Are you hosting an event? Do you need ice, party ice in large or small quantities? Then call us at 622-5933 for the best party ice available. $1,000 per bag. We do delivery. EC Crystals, Sideline Dam, Buxton North. Call to have your orders filled today. Are you looking for tents to rent? Well, look no further. At EC Party Rentals, Sideline Dam, Buxton North, we have tents in all sizes and colors. All sizes of tents. We have small tents, big tents, medium tents, extra large tents. Call us on 622-5933. We have what you need. EC Party Rentals, big on tents. Planning a party? Worry no more. We have all the supplies you need. At EC Party Rentals, we have folding chairs, folding tables, square tables, round tables, long tables, short tables, big tables. We have chairs, red chairs, gold chairs, white chairs, crystal chairs, chairs of all type, throne chairs. What you want, we have. Food warmers, coolers, ice, beverages. At EC Party Rentals, we have what you need to have a good time. You plan the party, we do the work. Call us 622-5933. EC Party Rentals. Let's keep your party going. Planning a party? Worry no more. We have all the supplies you need. At EC Party Rentals, we have folding chairs, folding tables, square tables, round tables, long tables, short tables, big tables. We have chairs, red chairs, gold chairs, white chairs, crystal chairs, chairs of all type, throne chairs. What you want, we have. Food warmers, coolers, ice, beverages. At EC Party Rentals, we have what you need to have a good time. You plan the party, we do the work. Call us 622-5933. EC Party Rentals. Let's keep your party going.
All right, so today we are here at Club Twilight. up in Buxton, and we are here to talk about all that's going on up here. Trust me, if you are on the East Coast, you're in Buxton, you're in town, you're looking for a place to get away to, this is the place. The Cutters, mwah. Listen, I'll be having some just now again. We'll talk about that. And then, of course, the ambience is beautiful, fully air conditioned. The decor is on point. The music's on point. Everything's on point. It's just me. I need some work. But everything else that belongs to this club here is on point. So if you want to find a nice little place where you can just drive out of town and have some drinks, have some food, you can call, you can order your stuff and just take it. You don't have to stay. Or if you want to stay here, that's what's up. And of course, they have special events for Valentine's. You can rent a hall. You can rent a hall, honey. You can rent a hall for weddings, for birthday parties, to have a bash. I hope he edits that out. But whatever it is, this is definitely the place to be. So it's on Sideline Dam. You definitely want to ensure that you check this place out. But it's on your to-do list. All right, on your to-do list. This is definitely the place to check out, a really cool, chill spot here in Buxton. I like this. Buxton needed this. We needed this. I needed this. You definitely needed too. Thank you. All right, so you might be wondering where we are. Still in Buxton at Club Twilight. That's where we are. So Club Twilight also has like an Airbnb as well. So you could come, drink, drunk, and come in the back here and lie down. Look at that. Look at that. Perfection. And the people come in the room and so on. The bed sheet matching the blind, matching the carpet, matching the this, matching the that. We know about we things in Buxton, don't play with we. So definitely if you want to come and, you may be having a wedding or whatever, and you just want to overnight and just have a good time because you're going to be drunk. We got too much road accidents. So you definitely want to come, drink, have a good time. They have several rooms that you can rent. You have your toilet, you have your bath, you have your sink, you have your dining area. You have the bed. This is nice. I like it. Anyways, to my friends and my family, if you're looking for me, I'll be overnighting. Also for those persons who are traveling in from overseas, you want a nice, cozy place out of town, then Club Twilight, call them up, look them up on social media. They have their own Facebook page, and ensure that you come up the side and have a good time. Have a good time. Have a good time. Sorry. I'm sorry. That's it.
You lie. You lie. You lie. You know why you do it, such love that you found. I'm always gonna let you wear that crown. To the roughest of times, you maintain your calm towards your only end, while sheltering me from the storm. And when it's cold, you wrap me in a towel so warm. Oh my, I'm so glad I was born. Thank you, Mama, for the 9 months you carried me through. All those pain and suffering. No one knows the pressure you bear, just only you. Give you all my love, oh yeah. Oh, thank you, Mama, for the 9 months you carried me through. All those pain and suffering. No one knows the pressure you bear, just only you. This is my word. I'm gonna make you so proud. Such good son you have. You're the one who teaches me all the good from the bad. Even when the system keeps pressuring my dad, you got high hopes. Thanks be unto the Most High God. Thank you, Mama, for the 9 months you carried me through. All those pain and suffering. No one knows the pressure you bear, just only you. Give you all my love, oh yeah. Thank you, Mama, for the 9 months you carried me through. All those pain and suffering. All my vision, aspiration, I owe it all unto you. It's my words and my offering. I'm a big man now, that's how things go. Things I do to survive, only Jah knows. Fiercely protecting us while watching us grow. You've been up, even when it's on the down low. Work so hard to see us go to school. Blisters on your fingers so they can't take us for food. I'm here for a purpose, I'm here to rule. Most High Jah, Rastafari will see us through. Thank you, Mama, for the 9 months you carried me through. All those pain and suffering. No one knows the pressure you bear, just only you. Thank you, Mama, for the 9 months you carried me through. All those pain and suffering. No one knows the pressure you bear, just only you. Oh. Now it's my turn to make life. I'm so mature, know I've got my kids and my wife, and I'm positive and sure I'm doing fine, and still can do so much more. You'd prepare me for the future, my love, you deserve. Keep doing your thing, while others not knowing. But deep inside your heart, mama, you know where it was going. Can a mother lose her tender care for her child that she been showing? Somehow, your stars keep glowing. Thank you, mama, for the 9 months you carried me through. All those pain and suffering.
This is the story of the one. As a lineman, it's his job.
Hey man, welcome to another program of Guyanese Morning Time. I am your host, Kidaki Amsterdam. It is 7 hours 33 on the first day of October in the year 2025. Yes, it's the 1st of October 2025. Welcome to the program. How you been? How was it yesterday? How was it last night? How things work out for you? What were you able to achieve? Were you able to achieve any of those smart goals that you set yesterday? Any of those goals that you've been working on, whether short, long, or medium term, have you been able to enjoy the fruits of your labor and the success that came from setting those goals recently? Now you talk to me. How you rest last night? Were you able to rest and recuperate? Did you sleep with a clear conscience, or you twisted and you tossed? Or should I say you toasted? You twisted and you tossed because all wasn't well with you mentally. Things were running through your mind all night, so you couldn't rest well. Y'all talk to me. I want to know. Share the life. Please and thank you. Share the life. It's been a long time since I had reason to tell you share the life. Well, I've always had reason to tell you share the life. It's just that I've chosen not to be bothered by whether or not you share the life, because as somebody reminded me yesterday, they say, the funny thing with us African Guyanese or black people around the world is we seem to like people to beg us to do things. Or we seem to like people to instruct us to do things. It is as if we still have this slave mentality where, as if we are not instructed, if we are not told, then we don't see the necessity of doing. And I treat you with more respect than that. I believe we're all smart, and I believe we all have great ideas, and we have common sense, which a lot of people say is not that common, and so on. And I believe that we can self-determine. And so I don't think the onus is on me to every day say to you, share the life, share the life, share the life, share the life, invite a friend, like and subscribe to the page, share the life, make a financial contribution to the program. I ain't there on that. So I haven't been telling you to share the live. I haven't been telling you to, subscribe and like the page and so on, because come on, we've been doing this thing 5+ years now. And you know the importance of getting the information out there. A lot of us say the young people ain't listening, but are the young people hearing? Are we sending a link to our children's phone? Are we sending a link to our grandchildren's phone or great-grands? The next generation, are we sending the links to their phone and say, listen to this program? And then we will have a discussion on some of the issues which were raised. When we sit around our Sunday breakfast table, because most of us only get the opportunity to sit around our Sunday breakfast table. Because all week we're in the hustle and bustle. When the children at home, parents at work. When the children at school, parents at home. And stuff like that. And some of us are fortunate to get Sundays to sit
around the breakfast table and even share a meal together. And sometimes even that is not afforded us. That's a luxury, right? Because some of us have to be on the grind 24/7. But if we really want to get a message to our next generations and so on, then we have to be determined in our minds that we have to take some actions. This is the day of social media. This is the day of the superhighway, information superhighway. Every day, or well, not every day, very often, anything you see me posting, especially if I'm posting to the Black Economic Empowerment Group, if I'm posting to any historical group or any historical issues or so, I post to my children. I post to the younger ones that I have access to. And I challenge them. Do you know this person? Do you know of this issue? And based on their responses, I get the opportunity to teach. Because every moment should be a teachable moment, right? We have to do more than just coming on, listen to the program, give our comments and move on. We have to be diligent. We have to make it a duty. Create a WhatsApp group if you like, with all your relatives, and so when you share one link in the morning, everybody gets it. And form a discourse. Choose a topic from the discussion or even your own topics to discourse, and engage each other in it. Pick the brain, as I would like to say. Because I'm of the opinion if a lot of us had done that during leading up to and during the election season, the results could have been different. Because a lot of our youngsters are saying they didn't benefit from a discussion with their parents or their elders about the importance of voting for this group or that group. Well, some parents will say, I try hell and high water to get my children to do this or do that, but it was a tough task. Sometimes you're not the ones to convince them, Children are usually rebellious. They want to show independence of thought. And so you just point them in the direction where they can get the right kinds of information. And you will see the result you want to see. Sometimes you don't have to be bullish about your stance with your children. You just have to be tactical. You have to be subtle. Give them a subtle nudge here and there. Right? Give them a subtle nudge here and there. I have made it a duty or a practice, if I say. If I give my children an instruction or an advice, they're always open to come and ask me why. Why I should do this, why I should do that. I think the most daring one perhaps right now, well, I might think she's the most daring now because she's the only one at that age. My son and I have a great understanding and so on and so forth. So he passed the wise stage, let me say that. But we reason, we discuss things. My daughter is the one who is very, very plain spoken at this time. Sometimes I have to step back and say, wait, is me this child talking to? Oh, is you empowered to do that? So suck it up. Right? Today is Wednesday, so today is not Mr. Jordan's day. Or did I get it mixed up? Today is Mr. Jordan day or tomorrow? Isn't it Thursdays that Mr. Jordan comes on? Y'all correct me, because sometimes I get caught in a time warp. Yeah, I just put something in my head. Let me call Mr. Jordan and verify if he should be on today or tomorrow. What I can tell you is that today, right, tomorrow, I think tomorrow, Mr. Jordan, Thursday. What I can tell you is that today I want to honor the memory of this beautiful woman here. Y'all know her? Y'all know this beautiful woman? That woman, that lady,
will always be the queen of my pack. Right? And so, like I usually say, I'm playing some music.
Grammarly's proactive automatic writing suggestions.
We're going to be talking about all of the things, but we also will be playing some music. And a lot of my selections this morning would be in honor of my dear, beautiful.
I'll find a way to get through. Living without you, 'cause you were my sister, my strength, and my pride. Only God may know why. Still I will get by. Who would have known that you'd have to go so suddenly, so fast? How could it be that our sweet memories would be all that we have planned? Now that you're gone, every day I go on, but life's just not the same. I'm so empty inside, and my tears I can't hide. But I'll try to face the pain, though I'm missing you. I'll find a way to get through. Living without you, 'cause you were my sister, my strength, and my ground. Only God may know why. Still I will get by.
There were so many things that we could have shared. If time was on our side. Ooh, yeah. Now that you're gone, I can still feel you near. So I'll smile with every tear I cry. Though I'm missing you, I'll find a way to go through. Living without you, 'cause you are my sister, my strength and my pride. Only God may know why. Still I will get by. Sweet, well, the closest to friends, but I wait for the day when I'll see you again. See you again. But I'll find a way to get through. Living without you. You are my sister, and my pride. Only God know why. I will get by. I'm missing you. I'm missing you. I'll find a way. But you are my sister, my strength and my pride. Only God may know why. Still I will get by. Missing you. Oh yes I am. I'm missing you.
You know, sometimes others said as they're good, others be looking for trouble. I couldn't imagine that I would be this emotional. After 8 years of losing my mom, today would have been my mother's 90th birthday. Craps. Why did I even? Why did I even?
Baby, baby, you're no good. You never treat me like a lover should. I know in the end you're gonna leave me, my friend. But I go on when you kiss me, and I go on when you hug me. When you love me, you're gonna break my heart, I know. And if I played it smart, I know. But I'm so wild about you, baby. Baby, baby, every day I make my mind up and I run away. But I find love is blind. One kiss and I change my mind. Yes, I go on when you kiss me. And I go on when you hug me. Because I love you so, I cry. But if you ever go, I die. Cause I'm so wild about you, baby. Wild about you, baby. You're gonna break my heart, I know. And if I played it smart, I know. But I'm so wild about you, baby. Yeah, I'm wild about you, baby. Can't get me crying, I'm wild about you, baby. Certain for my baby. Yes, I am certain for my baby. Yes, I am certain for my baby. I'm certain for my love. I'm certain for the one I adore. If I find her, you know I will. I'll never let her go. No. I'll never let her go now, baby. I love you. I need you. I need you by my side. For my love. For my true love. I'll never hide now, baby. No. I'll never hide now. I wonder why you had to leave me this way. I'm sorry, darling, that I made you cry. Forgive me, Lord, for the things I've done to you.
Welcome back. Yes, it's the 1st of October. Today would have marked the 90th birthday of my mom. Outstanding woman. October will always have, for us as a family, bittersweet memories. Because she was born on the 1st of October. And she died at the end of October. And so, a day like today, we celebrate, of course, with the memories, and we certainly recognize that the fact that she is no longer with us in a physical sense, but she has left a whole lot with us. Might not be worldly possessions and riches and so on, but a richness in spirit and education and learning and sacrifices. And then we take all of that as encouragement, and then we get to the end of the month and we are confronted again with memories of losing her. But she's my mother. She's our mother. I don't think there's a day that I live without remembering, even in my own craziness, if I want to call it that, some of what I would call her lasting words to me. Every time somebody bothers me and I say, yeah, give me a chance, I'd always remember my mother saying, yeah, this is your favorite word. You like say it, okay. But deep down in your heart is a different thing. I know you, your little self. And so every time I act a certain way, I'm reminded of her utterances, her kindness, her care, compassion, and the sacrifices she has made for us. And I always tell people, outside of my mother, my sister Maureen would remain one of the most important women in my life, because she deputized as our mommy when our mother was out there making the sacrifices to ensure that we remain fed and we remain clothed and we got an education and so on. Maureen was right there and still is. If Maureen hears that I'm not well, she's forced to find out what happened with your bag. I'm sending some medicine for you. Any task I can call her to say, hey, Black Savage, come do this thing for me. In her own special way, she can cuss up, she can cuss me out, mean evil, and so on and so forth. But rest assured, she would be there for me. She would turn up. And so I always said I've been fortunate to have not only a mother that has been quite supportive of her children, and maybe in the last of 11 or 11 alive, I think my mother actually made 13 children. She lost twins just before my brother Nigel, who unfortunately was murdered. And I believe ultimately it was Nigel's murder that resulted in the, I perhaps can say, rapid decline of my mother's health and her demise. But being the last child, some people think that, I was her favorite and I was spoiled and all of that. But she kept me in line. Trust me, she kept me in line. I remember when I became 18, my 18th birthday, sometimes I got fetch water from the line top. Water low in the house. My elder brother, Coffee, as we call him, Rupert Amsterdam, told me to go bring water from the line, and I rebelled. Rupert said he can give me 2 thump and thing, and I say I gonna fight back. Because hey, the big man on me is 18. You got the right knocking me. Lucy got up and she joined with Rupert and she gave me a good thrashing. She said, regardless of how old you become, there's a big brother. Regardless of how old you become, that's your big brother. And when you look around society and you see how children are socialized now, you wish that more parents would have been like my mother. She was the peach. I can't say she was a peach, but she will always be my number one lady, Lucille. So I'll celebrate our 90th today, and I continue to live in the sunshine of those wonderful memories. Y'all here, I always talking about cooking and Lou's Kitchen. I think I shared that with somebody prior. Why you name your restaurant Lou's Kitchen? You know who I know. That's my mother, Lucille. I always keep her in the forefront of my memory. Every time I see Lou's Kitchen, I say, I would argue strongly that she laid that foundation for my love for cooking, especially Creole food. Once my mother went to the market, bet and sure, our bush cook bag used to come home. Right? Our bush cook bag used to. My father was a farmer, and so we always had stuff from the back dam and so on. And I would say we always had the liberty to go and get stuff from the farm and so on. But once my mother went to the market, we used to get a bush cook bag. That time we used to cook in Canada, the best tin and so on and so forth. Right? So I think she did a fine job with her children. None of us didn't serve a jail sentence as I can remember. None of us were accused of rape and murder and thievery and stuff like that. I got one brother who used to raid farms and think, thief to coconut and think, gamble a little bit and stuff. But I think that's the worst that they did. And so looking down from where she is, I'm sure she can be proud of herself as mommy. Lucille, and all of our grandchildren, every single one of them, I think, call her mommy because they grew up hearing us call her mommy. And those of you who live in extended families would recognize that trend. When grandchildren start coming, whatever they hear the children calling the elder in the home, that usually matriarch or patriarch, that usually is what they end up calling them, mommy and daddy and so on. And they call their own parents by full mouth. Right? Maureen and Desiree and Coffee and so on, because they hear the uncles and aunts calling them full mouth. Let's check that out. That is one of the, I don't know if you call it beauty, but one of the peculiarities of living in an extended family. Grandparents become mommy, and parents and uncles become like go match because they get called full mouth. It is 3 minutes past the 8 o'clock hour. I am still hosting a regular program. We still are going to be talking about things that's happening in society. And so let me remind you that today marks the beginning of Cancer Awareness Month. Yesterday marks the beginning of Cancer Awareness Month. And according to the World Health Organization, the month is used to create awareness, to honor the millions of lives affected by breast cancer, and reaffirm the global commitment to equitable access to care and improved survival for all. This year's Cancer Awareness Month is being celebrated, observed under the theme, Every Story is Unique, Every Journey Matters. Every story is unique. Every journey matters. And it obviously has to be a thought-provoking theme in my mind, because every story is unique, every journey matters. It is not everyone who has been diagnosed with breast cancer, and I say it's cancer generally. That react the same way. It's never the same reaction. It's never the same reaction. It's everybody takes their diagnosis differently. Some people become depressed. Some people become activists. In that not only are they striving to find a cure or solace to themselves, but they take on that mantle to fight to find the solution for the crisis in general, so that not only they will benefit from that solution, but everyone around them. And as I'm talking, I vaguely remember, and Mr. Jordan is here, and he has been closer to them than I have ever been, and so he can correct me if I'm wrong. But I remember former Minister of Health and other things, Wale Lawrence. I think Wale Lawrence is a cancer survivor. And so this morning I want to big her up. Our own sister in the WPA, and I, was a survivor. And so there are notable women in our society, women who have led struggle in this society, women who continue to lead struggle in this society, not only for proper health care, but good governance and all of that. We have a number of survivors, and they continue to fight the good fight for proper health care. They lend support to fellow cancer survivors, and so on and so forth. And we must take time to recognize their efforts and big them up. I can't call them by name. Many of them I might not have even known personally, but the few that I know, and those that I don't know, I want to say strength to you. Continue to fight. I have my own sister, Rebecca, who is faced with those challenges because I think one of her elder sister has been diagnosed. And it could be, especially when you have a closely knit family, it could be really, really troublesome, if I call it that, and testing a time for you. And so the theme, really I think would capture that fact there. Every story is unique. Every family, every individual every survivor has a unique story to tell about how they deal with, how they dealt with, how they live with the diagnosis. And of course, the journey matters, because that journey and the sharing of their experiences, even the opportunity to study, I would say their trials and their challenges matter, because their journeys in so many ways over the years, over the decades, would have helped our scientists and medical practitioners and so on to have a better understanding of the sickness and come up with better ways of managing the sickness. And up until now, I haven't heard of a cure. At least so they say, there is no cure. I remember as a youngster growing up, I know certainly that medicine and science has evolved. But we had a neighbor. As a little boy, you would hear the whispers. When you were diagnosed with cancer back then, is, I would say, a certain death sentence is like an immediate death sentence. You heard the whisper, she got breast cancer and they had to cut out one of her breasts. And every morning she just gotta get up and put a pound of beef. And some people say when the beef is placed there, and by the end of the day, the beef white. Those are stories I've heard. I can't say that I've witnessed them for myself, but those are stories that I've heard. But I guess as science evolved, I haven't been hearing of people having to put meat in their body as part of dealing with this disease, right? But let us take time to remember that among all the goodies that there is to celebrate, if I can say that, and so on, we still have members of our society who are challenged by these health concerns and so on. And let us pledge to, lend support wherever possible. Wherever possible, let us continue to lend support. Wherever we can lend a helping hand, let us lend a helping hand. Because at the end of the day, we each should be our brothers and sisters' keepers. Right? We have to be each other's keepers. The other night I was in a discussion on TikTok about whether or not children have a duty to their parents. And some people say, the jury is still out on that. Because a lot of people are saying, you know what? I ain't got no duty to my parents. I didn't tell them make me. If they make me, and they had a responsibility to take care of me. But when they get to that age, old age, when they become dependent, like I was dependent on them, when they get to that place where they perhaps are dependent on me, a lot of people argue that that's not my responsibility. Right? Quite selfish, I would say. But it's human nature. But I want to encourage us to do the little that we can to make the stay. Do I call it a sojourn? The stay, the short stay, the lengthy stay. Some of us have lengthy years ahead of us. Some of us don't even know how numbered our days are. But whatever little we can do, let us do our bit to remember and support them. I'm following instruction. Then the champagne says she has requested a song for my mother and I must play it. right? But she didn't tell me who the artist is. Who is the artist?
Money.com, the opposite of
Who
anywhere.
the artist, Dennis? Because Jimmy Cliff.
Do you have a dear mother? Kind of devoted and true. Dear mother, I'm sending to you best wishes and all the day through. May your days be cloudless and clear, bringing to you true happiness each day and night of the year. She's my mother, and I love her so, more than any other. Anywhere I go, yeah. Do you have a dear mother? Kind of devoted and true. Dear mother, may all that is fair come to you right through the year. While I was a child, you were my God. You were always dear to me and always were by my side. She's my mother, and I love her so. Yes, I do. More than any other. Anywhere I go, yeah. Do you have a dear mother, so devoted and true? Dear mother, I'm sending to you best wishes and all the day through. May your days be cloudless and clear, bringing to you true happiness each day and night of the year. She's my mother, and I love her so. Yes, I do. More than any other. Anywhere I go, talking about my mother. She's my mother, and I love her so. More than any other.
So you see, Dennis, I can be an obedient child. I can be very rebellious too. Keep that one in mind. I'm a Cancer, and I can be very, very rebellious. Not in a wicked way, but I defend my cause. I defend my cause, and I think that more of us have to learn to stand around and call a spade when we see it's a spade. I want to show you all something this morning, and I hope our usual morning jester would make a comment on this, because yesterday you was quick to ask me how I feel as a senior member of the WP to be referring to ministers as dirty and so on and so forth. And like I said then, and I am adamant, I will continue to refer to the PPP and the ministers in government, a lot of them, as a set of dirty people. It might not be in condition. They could wear all of the fancy Gucci and Givenchy bags and this and that and the other and the next. Right? So they might not be dirty in appearance. But I can tell you they're quite dirty in the behavior. And they're quite dirty in the way they treat citizens and so on. I want our usual jester to come on this morning and tell me what he thinks of this photograph. Posted by one of the PPP sites. A site they call it Baku Speaks. It is alleged that that site is controlled by the dirty critic, who always has disparaging remarks to make about African Guyanese women and so on and so forth. He has a history for that. It is alleged that that site, the Baku Speaks, is controlled by him. Some people say it might be Ahmad Amir, but they're all allegations as to who control the site. But what we know for a fact is a PPP attack site. And here it is, it has a photograph of two of our champions in this Guyanese society, quite frankly. Simona Brooms, who has been championing the cause of young girls and women, many of whom have been trafficked and many whom she has rescued from trafficking, and she has stood her ground when confronted by a lot of these PPP bullies and so on. And Odessa Primus, I guess they're angry at Odessa because of her role in the Win Party and her choice to stand by Azzuddin Mohammed, even as he upset his friends over the PPP and so on. She has been critical of the PNC2 and APNU and Aubrey Norton and so on and so forth. But I haven't seen anybody from the APNU caricatured her like that. But here it is. These people like to come and cry wolf or bally eye out when you describe them for what they are. Got the temerity to use these two men to say they have a final load testing on the Demerara Harbor Bridge. And the load is represented by Simona Brooms and Odessa Primus. But you know what? They can't use sprayer no more. Car sprayer using Ozempic. Right? Sprayer I use Ozempic. And Aria I use Ozempic. And if you were to look at those women before they started using Ozempic, I'm sure they had more mass than these two sisters that they got up here. But I don't want to body shame them. I don't want to body shame anybody. What I want to call for is the PPP to respect the Guyanese women. They come in all shape and form. Adds to the beauty of this country. And so that, like I said not so long ago, is low. It's low coming from a set of people who call themselves leaders and government and so on and so forth. So just as how the jester card yesterday to ask, how you as a leading member of the WPNC card people dirty? Ask the PPP, your handlers. Ask the leaders of the WPO, Women's Progressive Organization, or whatever they call themselves. Or they can allow themselves to be brought so low as to be using a photograph of our sisters to promote final load testing to infer that what they're that heavy. And again, I'm going to say I'm going to continue to talk about y'all dirtiness. Because y'all might not be dirty in appearance, but y'all got some dirty mind. And so all of them who sit around the WPO, the Women Progressive Organization, or whatever they call themselves, prove that y'all mining dirty. Come out and condemn this. Because it's worthy of condemnation. I don't come here and make disparaging remarks about women or even men based on their physical appearances and so. And here I describe you as because of your attitude. It's because of your disposition. Right? I see early in the week, I spoke about education and the disparities. While they were trying to tell us about inclusive education. I see a sister wrote a letter about the school feeding program. I'm going to try to find it and share it with you in a minute. But for now, the lines are opened and you can make your calls as you see fit.
Darling, it won't be this way, always, always. Girl, it won't be this way, always, always. When I bring home my pay, woman, you throw my money away. And it won't be this way, always. Always, cause you lied, you cheated, stayed out late at night. No matter what I do, you just treat me right, but it won't.
Yes, good morning to you and all my black brothers and sisters in Guyana. First thing first, I am responsible for what I said, not how you interpret it. My love go out for you and your mother that passed away. That is good testimony, Flash Garden love. Love to hear and comments. What you did this morning, you still have love for your mother. That is a blessing. What you did this morning, you represent Flash Garden words. Love, unity, and support. Before I mention what I want to say this morning, let me give a testimony too. Yes. One week, one Saturday I went out. Now when I came back, I saw my door break and enter. So I called 5, I called 119. I said, hey, ABC. So when I finished, 2 of my neighbors came and said, neighbor, your sister was here. People was here looking for you. What happened? I said, but my sister have keys. But it's love. I did not call her for 1 week. And she was worried. Hey, what happened to my brother? This is not him. But sometimes I love to keep a low profile. Because in America, each and one of us have our own problem to deal with. And America is different to Guyana. But I'm only showing you, put out that love with my sister. She find it necessary to come and look for her brother and break my door. Mr. Sis, you have key. Why you break my door down? She said, breaking down your door is more important. You live alone. I said, thank you. Move on, Flash. Yesterday, I was on the program. And this young man showed a video that a young man bring on Amanda on the program, and she crying foul again. That one of my black brother said to me and telling people, don't vote for me because a vote for Amanda is a vote for PPP. Flash Garden just say it all the time, Amanda, because I know you're listening. But last night, when I listened to Mr. David program, there was a question put to my big brother, Mr. Henry Jeffrey, and short and spicy, powerful. Mr. David said, Mr. Jeffrey, why the young Cody people did not vote for Mohammed and for Mohammed? He said, because they know that a vote for he is a vote for the black man. And they will not waste and spoil their vote. I wonder if them young black people hear that and parents who vote for Mohammed and vote for Jagdio. I do hope them listened to the program last night. A vote for Mohammed could be a vote for that. And we are not fool. We are not like black people. Fool. We represent our party. We loyal to our party. And that is the message we go bang home every day. Same question and answer. Because they know that a vote for Mohammed is a vote for black man. I mean, not go vote for no black man. Let me die under PPP government. That young man has always come and drop a bombshell every week and gone and left you to pick up the shell. There has come a time you got to cut your nose and spoil your face. There come a time where you said, hey, stop your nonsense. Enough is enough. Because Jagdio don't spit his DNA in his mouth. No, he tell you about peace. If Jagdio be one peace, and them police supporters them, they would have never go and kill our black children when they was going home from school. That is one. Number two, Jagdio, if Jagdio be one peace in Guyana, from black people, Jagdio would have never tell his supporters them, when a black man come in at your village, run them out. What that mean? Love, unity, support? Or to cause problem in the kitchen? If Jagdio be one piece, Jagdio would have never sit down, Toysy, and call our black sister low life twice. That is love you putting out there. You see, that buckmouth boy, God know why he keeping Flash Garden in Guyana, in America, you know, because they would have killed me a long time. Because I believe a man slap him back. I believe Cody spit, but a black man, I believe he spit back on Cody. That is my belief, and we're dead with that. If Jagdio be one peace, he would have never mentioned this word. If Granger believe that the peace he get now come after election, he don't want to live, like think twice. If Jagdio be one peace, he would have never mentioned those words. What is it to profit the whole world, Amanda, and lost your soul? What is it to gain one seat and your own supporters, them children, cannot drink milk tea for 5 years because you will not provide cow milk tea? When last Guyanese could sit down and have a healthy breakfast. I'm talking about born and breakfast. I'm going to wrap up now. Born and breakfast. Sunday morning, born and breakfast was what? Flatgan, tell us. Baked bread. Baked bread with fish stew. Your tomatoes and your onions swimming and your garlic coming behind. Wait for me, a little tip of black pepper. How many Sundays children could sit down and have that breakfast? Even husband and wife. Because of the cost of living today in Guyana. We had a chance to get back born on meals and live a happy life. And black people decide to keep other black people at the bottom of the ladder for couldn't have to talk about it. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you for your call.
Be this way, always, always. Darling, it won't be this way always. It won't be this way always.
Yeah, good morning to Daki and good morning to everybody. Now I listen to where they were talking about the problem of the cash grant. Running up to the election, there was being offered, being slated out that they would have been given this cash grant. And a lot of people, listen and felt good. You see now what happening? Now if you can't tell people you won't give them something, and then at the end, look when they had the COVID money, when they said that they had to give to one household, a lot of African households didn't get that money because when they look, if they believe that you ain't thing, they didn't give you money. But when they're trying to buy votes for the election, they gave to everybody. They found $100,000 to give to each and everybody. And I'm quite certain that it had a lot of people will get more than 2 and 3 cash grants, $100,000 cash grant. Now I could remember the last election of 2020 when GCOM and the government had Noel Field, Roxton Myers, Mingo, and all the others running up and down the court step, and up to now, they cannot bring them in guilty or release them from the fictitious charges. Now, this time, they get 2 other African persons and got them holding them as thieves now. So every election, to got out GCOM and make GCOM look as vulnerable in the place. You look for unsuspecting people, black people, and you affix charges to them to remove them from GCOM so that GCOM can become exactly what the sanction man is asking for, that GCOM certain people be removed. But news flash to the sanction man. The sanction man is not the opposition as yet. Because I want to know, Kadaki, if you have any idea of the date the declaration was being made on this last election. I could remember the local government of 2023. We did not get any official word from the authorities in GCOM saying anything about the election. Unlike other local government elections, when the results were being announced openly. And as long with this 2020, it's 1 month to the date, and up to now, this hasn't been announced. And I want to know if this is the type of history this chairman of GCOM will leave in her name as a person having elections being done and never ever coming out and declaring the rightful winners of all the elections that has passed in her tenure. We had other GCOM chairmen who announced the findings of the elections, but unlike Claudette Singh, she isn't doing that. So I want to know what really is going on in Guyana now, if that is going to be the norm of all other elections coming down. And I want our people to be steadfast to see that GCOM become alive in the 21st century. You go to a toilet now. I could remember when I went into the toilet to use them, I had a near-death experience. What was it? I looking for button for press to flush. One time I run out of one of the people place, looking for the security for get a bucket for flush. By the time I meet the door, the toilet flush. And if even after the toilet could be upgraded to smart toilets, why GCOM cannot have the electoral system be upgraded to that we could have digital voting where our ballots, we do the digital way and get our ballots in a proper way. Guyana has the money, and I want our Guyanese people to seek for a new type of voting in Guyana, to put aside all the fears and all the upsets, all the high, everything high, your blood pressure, your heart, your cholesterol, everything, waiting for a declaration because of the flawed system in Guyana. Don't let us look to pull down the Africans and give them names at GCOM. Let us look for things that could enhance GCOM and enhance the results and enhance the electoral system in Guyana. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Rhonda. I did talk what link did you post, Zion Bound? I did talk about Rhonda's assertion. All the prime ministers, man. Yes, about GCOM not making a declaration for the local government elections and now the general and regional elections. There are all kinds of declarations, you know. Declaration doesn't have to necessarily be in person. The results have been gazetted, and that in itself is the declaration of the results. Right? I can't remember if there was a press conference to declare the results of the most recent general and regional elections. As a matter of fact, it is argued by some that Claudette Singh has not been seen. Up until she had a press conference. Did she have a press conference recently? But Claudette Singh, it was argued, was not seen in the public's eyes, domain, since nomination day, all up to the election day and so on. She was missing. She was, I would say, a missing person. Right? But after the elections, the results were gazetted, and that is what the law requires, as far as I'm aware, that the results be gazetted. And so you can't necessarily say, well, the results have not been declared, because the gazetteering of the results is what is necessary as the declaration. As requested by one of our viewers, You Caught My Eyes by Judy Boucher. I wonder why this one is so special. Whose eyes? Who caught your eyes? Yeah? Who caught your eyes, sir?
good times. You caught my eyes as you walked towards my pathway. I couldn't turn away, my eyes won't let me. I thought I was dreaming, but you stand right in my way. And all my eyes can see is you. If this is love, my dear, welcome to my world. And let us share the good times together. It's only one world, let's share it together. 'Cause all my eyes can see is you, my dear. I don't know if the sun will shine tomorrow, but I know my eyes never let me down. And it tells me you're my future, and I believe my eyes. And I don't care if the sun don't shine anymore. If this is love, my dear, welcome to my world. And let us share the good times together. It's only one world, let's share it together. 'Cause all my eyes can see is you, my dear. Na 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 I don't know if the sun will shine tomorrow, but I know my eyes never let me down. And it tells me you're my future, and I believe my eyes. And I don't care if the sun don't shine anymore. If this is love, my dear, welcome to my world. And let us share the good times together. It's only one world, let's share it together. 'Cause all my eyes can see is you, my dear. Na 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 na.
All right. 9 o'clock, go good here. 9 o'clock. Yeah.
Step into a studio and bring your blank canvas.
By the look in your eye, I can tell you're gonna cry. Is it over me? If it is, save your tears, for I'm not worth it, you see. Oh, I'm the kind of guy who is always on the road. Wherever I lay my hat, that's my home. Yeah, yeah. You had a romance, did you break it by chance over me? If it's so, I'd like for you to know that I'm not worth it, you see. Oh, I'm the type of guy who is always on the road, yeah. Wherever I lay my hat, that's my home. Yeah, you keep telling your friends do I have to do to make you understand? I'm the kind of guy that gives the girls the eye. Everybody knows. I love them and I leave them, break their hearts and deceive them everywhere I go. Oh, I'm the type of guy who is always on the road. Yeah, yeah. Wherever I lay my hat, that's my home. That's my home. La 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 doo. Oh, yeah. That's my home.
Let me take time out to express condolences to the, I think they're Yas. At least I know, or to Ya. I want to assume the entire family might be Ya. But we usually refer to them as the Bob James. I received word that Annie passed away last evening. And so to my nephews and Corleon, good morning.
Jackie, good morning. I see you doing a nice reminiscence there for your mom. That is so sweet. Always a mother loves never go away. Jackie, I just want to say God bless you and your family. And this morning's show was very interesting. And I want to say last night, forward, you beloved, and God blessed our David Hines. Last night's show was stunning. People need to listen to it and take it in. And these are the things that you've been saying all along. So it was very, very good. People should go back and listen. All right? Have a good day.
Yes, so I was saying condolences to the relatives and friends of Annie Bob James, as we called her. My suspicion is that she might be, yeah. But Annie, from my information, passed away last night. And so I want to wish the family strength. My niece and nephew, Kathleen and David, that's your aunt. And their mother, of course, I still hold as a sister-in-law. That's why the death of my brother and so on. Petal, strength, man. Strength. Be strong. There isn't anything, anybody, I'd say to anybody, there isn't anything that anyone can say really that can bring you that kind of strength and comfort when you lose a close friend, a relative, a loved one. It's one of the reasons I generally don't tell people I give you my sympathy. I usually tell them that for me is a reminder that you've lost so much. Try to do practical things to, show that I care, I'm concerned, and so on, and I support. It's 8 minutes to the 9 o'clock hour, and by special request, if I dare say, a recommendation, Queenie thinks this is going to be a fit one to leave the program with and dedicate it to Annie and the Bob James family. Diana Ross, missing you.
I checked Allstate first.
Missing You by Diana Ross. Remember to share and like and comment and so on and so forth. on the page.
Since you've been away, I've been down and lonely. Since you've been away,
Dedicated to Annie Bob James, the life
trying to understand
and times of Annie Bob James, your memory. Rest in peace, sister. And today would have been my mother's 90th. So may her soul rest in peace. May their souls rest.
Tell me why the road turns.
Well, have a good day.
I'm missing you. Tell me why the road turns. As I look around, I see things that remind me.
Yesterday, it is Emmy's sister.
Made my heart feel with joy. I still recall all those dreams we shared together. Ooh, miss. I